It's Week 7, the NFL on CBS. We join you today from Pittsburgh. Iron Eagle, Dan Fouts, the Baltimore Ravens, and the Pittsburgh Steelers out of the AFC North. Look at the standings. Cincinnati, last second win in Detroit. The Bengals are 5-2. Baltimore trying to keep pace, and Pittsburgh trying to get out of the cellar. Our weather here in Pittsburgh, temperature 56 degrees, partly cloudy skies. Very comfortable in the late afternoon. It will move into the early evening, late. Both of these teams have really struggled on the ground. Roethlisberger, first play from scrimmage, throws underneath. He's got Antonio Brown. It's a first down across the 30-yard line, touched by Webb. 13-yard gain. Look at the Pittsburgh offense. That left tackle position has been a huge area of concern. Kelvin Beachum is getting the start once again. They're hoping to find a permanent resident at that position. Le'Veon Bell, they still have high hopes for the rookie out of Michigan State on the penalty. Baltimore, defensively, question marks about Chris Canty, whether or not he would be available. He is. Canty dealing with a thigh injury. Linebackers, Arthur Brown in for the injured Josh Bynes. Jameel McClain has been activated. Tremendous story coming off the PUP list. And Lardarius Webb, screen game, and that's been a huge part of Pittsburgh's repertoire offensively. Bell, nice cut by Bell. After the initial wave defensively, Bell was able to accelerate for 8. Predictable nature of this league week in and week out. Flacco, protection holds up initially, steps up, Flacco throws, incomplete. Torrey Smith got his hand on it. 37-12 in first quarter action. The Ravens have been outscored 18-10. Cook the punt. Antonio Brown waits for it. Returnable. Here's Brown. Out across the 40-yard line for Antonio Brown. A 43-yard punt. And a 19-yard return as McClain just made the play on special teams. This bitter rivalry since 2008. It's all even at 5-5. Maybe the names change, some of the faces change, but the intensity is still there. It's Ravens week. It's different. You don't have to talk about it. It's understood. Bell, the drive right through the middle. Extra offensive lineman, something we're going to see quite a bit. Guy whimpers in. Again, Roethlisberger will go to the outside. Le'Veon Bell. He'll do it himself. Bell finds the hole. And a juke move for 6 yards. And a new set of downs to the 35 of the Ravens.
That kind of a read option type of play by Bell. Showed great patience there, waiting for his blocking to develop. And then got up the field and almost got a block from his quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger, out wide.
Rush is coming. Roethlisberger in the pocket. Finds the open man right over the middle, and it's the dependable Jericho Cotchery. First down for the Steelers inside the 15, brought down by Jimmy Smith of Baltimore.
Roethlisberger looking to the right side. Now he swings his eyes back to the middle. That's where he finds Cotchery wide open in front of Jimmy Smith. 19 yards and inside the red zone now for the Steelers.
Under 7 minutes to go in this opening quarter. Out of the gun. Roethlisberger has the time, delivers. Caught inside the 5. Cotchery again. That one covers 9 yards for the Steelers.
Again, it's great pass protection as the Ravens rush 4. Drop 7 into the secondary. Look at that pivot away from coverage by Cotchery.
Motion man is Miller. On third down. Little shovel. Miller plows in for the touchdown. Steelers strike first.
He's going to get right in behind Ramon Foster here. Foster makes a key block there, and Miller goes in untouched. Injury, which bothers him side to side, and also trying to break tackles.
And there is Rice taking it to the 30 for no gain, brought down by Cortez Allen. Look at the offense. Gino Gradkowski, a Pittsburgh native, back home out of Seton LaSalle High School, about 15 minutes away from Heinz Field. Backs and receivers, Jacoby Jones. Back from the injury, Jones played last week, caught a touchdown, his 3rd year in the league out of Indiana. On first down, Marlon Brown, the rookie, gets stamped. It's Shamarko Thomas with a hit and a 3-yard gain. Defensively for Pittsburgh, Cameron Hayward now a part of the starting lineup, replacing Ziggy Hood. Jason Worlds is in. Jarvis Jones is out with a concussion. And in the secondary, Troy Polamalu.
Pick up yardage.
3rd and 1. Pierce is now in there for Baltimore. Can Pierce get the first down? He cannot. Spilled out behind the line of scrimmage. William Gay forcing the issue defensively. It's a loss of 1 for Baltimore.
Here's Ziggy Hood right in here. Watch him move and get inside there of Gino Gradkowski, and along with McClendon's rivalry.
Baltimore feels as if they can really knock the Steelers out of contention completely with a win and move them to 1-5. Felix Jones, good return. Jones still going. Down at the 40-yard line in our final play of this opening quarter in Pittsburgh. Steelers 7, Ravens 3. We'll come back to Heinz Field after these messages. You're watching the NFL on CBS. Mike Adams also in there for Pittsburgh. It's a handoff. Le'Veon Bell. Bell takes it to the 49, a 9-yard gain. Fernando Velasco, the center. Franchise going back to 1950. Stutter step. It's Bell again. And a first down across the 45 of Baltimore. 8-yard gain. First down for the Steelers. In Baltimore territory. It's Bell. 3rd and 5 now for Pittsburgh. From the gun, Roethlisberger. Protection is there. Roethlisberger fires. Throw! Handle! Derek Moy, big target out of Penn State. 6'5", and he climbs the imaginary ladder for 16.
Well, because he's 6'5", Ben knows that he can put it up in the air, even if it's double coverage, which is here. Watch the safety come over Elam and just cartwheel Moy as he hangs on. Huge catch. And lucky he didn't get hurt.
Pittsburgh looking for a 10-3 lead. Suisham connects. Just under 10 minutes to play in this first half. Pittsburgh has built on its lead at home against the Ravens. Pitt played on this field last night, and it looks a little roughed up, to say the least. Suisham kicking it off to Jacoby Jones. And the ball just sits there. Ravens were fortunate to get it. Steelers claim they've got it.
Vontae Leach has got it at the bottom of that pile, but that was a real little chip shot there with a little backspin.
Vontae Leach. Leach came flying in. The ball squirted loose. And then Ravens were able to jump on it at the end. Harbaugh talked about the struggles on 1st and 2nd down. Flacco hit. The arm was hit.
That was Cortez Allen coming on the corner blitz.
Because of the lack of the running game. 3rd and 8 now from the gun. Flacco is flushed out. Flacco is sacked. Lamar Woodley busting through for the Steelers.
Watch the block here, or the missed block by Ray Rice. Trying to go low on Woodley. Woodley will pick up his 5th sack of the season. Here's the coverage on Torrey Smith.
3rd and 2 now for Pittsburgh. It'll be Jones. And Jones squeezing through for the first down. 3-yard pickup for Jones. Steeler-Raven matchups last year because of shoulder trouble and a rib injury. Roethlisberger throwing. Out on the perimeter, he connects with Emmanuel Sanders. It was brought down quickly by Lardarius Webb. It's a 7-yard gain through the air. 2nd quarter, Jonathan Dwyer now in there. On 3rd down, Dwyer, a spin move. First down, Pittsburgh, 3-yard gain for Dwyer. On the ground, Pierce. Nowhere to go. Timmons with the penetration for Pittsburgh. He's holding on to a 10-6 lead against Baltimore. First possession, 2nd half. Flacco slings it. Incomplete. Rice had it broken up by Polamalu.
Front. Just enough to keep Rice from making the catch.
Quick snap.
And there he is again. My goodness.
Another meeting with Polamalu. That's a loss of 2.
Well, here he is playing like a linebacker, finding the hole in the offensive line and getting right.
3rd and 12 now for Baltimore. Out of the gun, deep drop. Flacco fires up the deep ball. Jacoby Jones, incomplete. William Gay drawing the assignment, and the Baltimore drive stalls.
That ball underthrown by Joe Flacco. He had Jacoby Jones by about 3 yards here on Gay. He's open now. Watch Jones have to slow up, try to make the high catch. That allows Gay to come back and knock it away, but that's an underthrown ball by Joe Flacco, and he knows it.
Mike Adams is in once again for Pittsburgh. Play fake. Roethlisberger has the time. Roethlisberger, low throw, and he delivers it. David Paulson again. It's Bell picking his spot, and Bell able to get through it for 7 yards. Darrell Smith the tackle.
I'm so impressed with his patience. I mean, he's waiting for something to develop in front of him, and then finds the smallest little crease and picks up, 7 yards on that run.
He's a big guy, 6'1", 244 pounds, and look what he's done working the middle of the field on running plays. Roethlisberger, play clock down to 1. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger avoids it initially. Roethlisberger's got room, and it's 1st down. Roethlisberger out of bounds at the 20. Suggs whiffed. It turns into a 19-yard gain for Roethlisberger on the tuck and run.
With his back to him, he's going to get right by Heath Miller and then go right over the top of Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger at the end of this run had a nice block down the field from his tailback, Jonathan Dwyer, but I think the push there at the end by Miller caused Suggs to miss the sack on Roethlisberger.
Since 2010. Handoff. Bell shoots through the hole, and Bell is banged down inside the 15. 7-yard gain over Baltimore. 5:34 to go in the 3rd. Roethlisberger on 3rd and 7. In trouble again. Roethlisberger is dumped. Flag is down.
Maybe a face mask, though, on the sack.
Roethlisberger takes off his helmet. Arthur Brown getting to the QB.
Personal foul. Face mask. Number 58 defense. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
Well, 58 is Doomerville.
He's having a bad drive. That's 3 penalties on Doomerville. 2 personal foul penalties. And here you take a sack. Nada gets in there on Roethlisberger, and then the left hand of Doomerville will draw the flag.
So it's Doomerville grabbing hold, and it gives Pittsburgh new life on this drive. Handoff Bell. Le'Veon Bell. Inside the 5. David Paulson with a key block.
Now here's Paulson on the wing here working on Doomerville. And again, good patience and vision.
Is when he can be so lethal, because you're just guessing. 28-yard field goal attempt. Suisham converts. Steelers take a 13-6 lead. 2:56 to go. Pierce gets the call. And Pierce gets held to no gain. Lawrence Timmons with the tackle. Down to 48 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. 13-6 lead for Pittsburgh. Rice, the hole closed up in a hurry. 1-yard gain as Shamarko Thomas last on this drive. 3rd and 7 for Baltimore. Flacco flushed out. Flacco on the move. Flacco tries to reverse field. He throws. Flacco. It's broken up. Trying to hit Tandon Das. William Gay was back there defensively as Woodley put the heat on Flacco.
Woodley got a sack in the first half. He comes real close again. Here he is here. And this is really a dangerous move right about here by Flacco. Throwing the ball late down the field. Had Doss for a while, but Gay comes over and makes another big play for the Steelers.
Under 5 minutes for Baltimore. Tucker gets that 32-yard field goal. Harbaugh goes for it on 4th down. Oh, they just put it on the ground, trying to catch the Steelers napping.
And we got 2 penalties on this. The Ravens were offsides, but the ball may have been touched too soon. But this one is coming back. Fans are excited because the Steelers recovered it.
There were 2 fouls on the kicking team. Offside, illegal touch of the kick by the kicker. Both of those penalties will be declined. 1st down.
Which happens at about 9 yards. And he paid for it as well.
Jones is in there. Brown, the motion man for the Steelers. Fake the handoff. Roethlisberger steps up in the pocket. He's got room in front of him. A punt trying to beat the man to the outside, and he's dragged down from behind by Jameel McClain. He probably will not play another down of football. Handoff to Jones. And Jones able to hit that crack. Suisham yet to miss this season. And the streak continues. 16-9, Pittsburgh on top of the Ravens. We're in the 4th quarter. Fake the handoff. Flacco back in the end zone. Incomplete. Clark with a one-handed attempt at it, and Lawrence Timmons able to make the play defensively for Pittsburgh.
Spectacular coverage by Timmons.
Looking for the tie. Bootleg. Flacco throws. Wide open. Touchdown. Here in the 4th. Tucker kicks it off. Sanders is deep. He's going to take it out of the end zone for Pittsburgh. Sanders. Down the sideline. Emmanuel Sanders. He takes it all the way. Touchdown. Steelers.
But did he step out of bounds?
Working the sideline right here. Yep. Was he out? Left foot.
Yep, he's out. That heel came down out of
The
bounds.
ruling on the field is that the runner stepped out, and that is not a reviewable play. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
He went the entire distance. Over the middle to Cotchery. Shotgun for Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger. Flag thrown. Incomplete. Sanders claiming he was held on the play. Lardarius Webb.
Five-yard penalty and automatic 1st down.
Illegal contact to call against Webb.
That's a break for Baltimore because it's just illegal contact. Happened before that point. It could have been called pass interference as well, and it would have moved the ball a lot farther down the field.
Heinz Field history. The long is 52. Play clock is down to 2. Roethlisberger fires the call by Brown, creating after the catch. And it gets out of bounds inside the 40. Able to make Corey Graham miss and turn it into a 13-yard gain for the Steelers.
Just a little hook route over the middle for Antonio Brown. This is what he gives you. Yards after the catch. Smart play to find the sideline, stop the clock.
Right now, it would be a 56-yard attempt. There's still 50 seconds left and a new set of downs for Pittsburgh. Roethlisberger to throw it. Over the middle to Antonio Brown. And now they're in Suisham range, 11 yards on the catch by Brown, and a 1st down for Pittsburgh.
And now you just let the clock run down. Baltimore should be calling a timeout here, and finally they get it done. Good combination route, sharp route by Brown, and the Steelers are in comfortable field goal range. He's not standing next to an official, so he's not going to ice him.
Mesko will hold it. Warren, the snapper, 42 yards away. Suisham sweeps the leg, and he's got it. Pittsburgh wins. (1916) the Steelers over the Ravens. And the latest chapter in this rivalry belongs to Pittsburgh. For the 9th time in the last 11 meetings between these two teams, the game has been decided by exactly 3 points. Baltimore felt they had a chance to bury Pittsburgh's season with a win. Meanwhile, the Steelers get it done to improve to 2-4. The Ravens hit the bye at 3-4. The defending Super Bowl champions are under 500 after 7 weeks.
And in a 3-point game, how close was it? 287 yards of offense for the Ravens, 286 yards for the Steelers.
The 38th all-time meeting between the Ravens and Steelers. Mike Tomlin sees his kicker Shaun Suisham connect to give Pittsburgh the W. This has been a rough opening 2 months for the Baltimore Ravens. In their first of 3 straight AFC North games, after the bye, they will play at Cleveland, then home for Cincinnati. So a chance to maybe do some damage within the division. And for Pittsburgh, that means just staying afloat after the 0-4 start to the season. Now something to build on at 2-4. 1916 is your final. The Steelers over the Ravens. That'll do it from Pittsburgh as we send it to JB in New York.